So let's try number 1. So number 1, we have 192 divided by 24. So to do this, we have to basically approximate and think to ourselves, how many times does 24 go into 192? So we know that 24 times 2 is 48, so we know that we need to go way over 5. So let's try 24 times 7. So 24 times 7. So we get 28, 14 plus 2, 168. So that's not quite close enough to 192. So let's try 24 times 8. So here we have 32, and then 32, and then 2 times 8, which is 16, plus 3, which is 19. So there we get exactly 192. So in this case, 24 times 8 would be 192, or 192 divided by 24 would be 8. So that's pretty simple. So I'll try like another one really quickly and then we can move on. So let's do 288 divided by 12. So we know that 12 times 2 is 24, and 12 times 3 is 36. So we know 12 times 2, it can go evenly into 28. So we get 4. And then we need to bring down the 8 like this. And now we already know that 12 times 4 is 48. So we put the 4 in and we're left with 0. So 288 divided by 12 gives us 24. Okay, let's move on to the next page. So here it's the same thing. It's like a little more practice. I'll do the first one as an example. Or let's try number 5. Yeah. So we have 660 divided by 10. So we can always use the 0 trick and cross out the 0 and then add the 0 back again. But here, let's just go with what we already have. We can always use that trick to make it faster, but I'm going to go through all the steps. So we know 10 goes into 66 6 times because 10 times 6 is 60, and then 10 times 7 would be over 66. It would be 70. So this is 6, and we can bring down the 0, and we get 6 again. It's pretty simple. So it can be done with the 0 rule as well. So this 666 divided by 10 is equal to 66. And how you could have done the 0 rule is cross out this 0 and cross out this 0. And you're not going to bring them back this time because you're dividing. So you would have just done 66 divided by 1. So it would give you 66. So that's an easier way to do it instead of solving it like this. Okay, scrolling down. Let's try number 1 here. So we have 1,695 plus 5,432. So this is quite simple. 5 plus 2 is 7. 9 plus 3 is 12. We add the 1 here. 10 plus 1 is 11. We add the 1 here. And 1 plus 5 is 6. Plus 1 is 7. So this would be 7,127. And then we can try number 8. which is 92 times 14, or not 14, 41. So we have 2 times 1, which is 2, 9 times 1, which is 9, and we have to add our placeholder 0. Then we have 2 times 4, which is 8, and 9 times 4, which is 36. And we can add 2 placeholders here, so it's easier for us to add. So this is 2 plus 0 is 2, 9 plus 8 is 17. We add the 1 here. 1 plus 6 is 7. And then we have 3. So 92 times 41 would be 3,772. And then for the last page, let's just continue with number 1. So it says there are 242 people signed up for a class on making kites. So in total, we have 242 people who signed up. Now we know that each group, so one group, will have 12 people. So each group will have 12 people. So about how many groups will be formed? So it's saying about how many. So we aren't sure how, we won't have a solid number, but we'll have an approximate number on how many groups are made. So let's start. So we have 200. First, we have to divide, obviously, 242 by 12 because we want to know about how many groups there will be if one group has 12 people. So 12 goes exactly into 24 2 times. So you're left with 0 there. And then you'd bring down the 2. Now, here 12 goes into 2 0 times because 2 is smaller than 12. So this would be 0. We would put 0. So 12 times 0 is just 0, so we're left with 2 again. Now, we can keep on going. We can keep on adding zeros and, keep on, multiplying. But we know our answer that around, I'd say, you could write, around 20 groups will be formed. Because if we keep solving after this, we'll have a mixed number anyway. So, and we know that it's around 20 because that's the whole number. So the answer would be finally around 20 groups out of those 242 people if we have one group with 12 people.